One thing that I would recommend if you're a newbie and you're asking, is it still a great time to invest? It is, but you definitely want to do your own research because I am not an accountant. I'm not a financial advisor. I am just simply a serial entrepreneur who has been led via doing my own research to a P2E game, play to earn. And after doing my own research, I thought that it was a great investment to make. So I made that particular investment. And I am now just showing you my journey and how I go about playing the game. By no means is this financial advice, so don't take it that way.
Remember I used to say, one day I'm gonna be somebody. One day I'm gonna be somebody. One day I'm gonna be somebody. I remember I used to say.
What it do, family? Welcome back to another video. I am Orlando D. Johnson, and today we're gonna talk about the pizza game. We're gonna go over some of the metrics of the game, how you use the game, how you play the game. Is the game worth playing? Is it too late to join the game? And what the developers have done to not only burn pizza and increase the value, but really set the game up for, I believe it's some longevity. So first up, I do need to claim some pizza because we have hit the capacity. So I'm gonna actually show you and walk you through how to claim the pizza. I'm at 100%. I've actually maxed out the 6,000 of what I can actually utilize from the first level if you have no upgrades. And I'll explain to you here in just a moment what the upgrade itself is. So you'll see here the claim option. We're gonna claim the pizza. And every time you claim, if you're just fresh out and you have no skills or any upgrades, it's gonna tax a 20% of whatever it is that you can your capacity storage. In this case, 6,000. So when I go in to claim the 6,000, you'll see 10% is gonna go to the freezer, 10% is gonna be burned to strengthen the value of pizza for further development, and then you're gonna get 4,800 pizza in return. So we're gonna go ahead and claim those pizza. Gotta unlock my wallet here, so we'll unlock the wallet and we'll get inside. Give that a few moments. All right, well, I got a couple transactions in here that I don't know what they are, so we'll reject these and we'll start fresh. So we'll cancel both of those out. And now we're gonna go in here, double check. We'll make sure there's no more transactions. There's not, so now we're gonna claim. I always like to be cheap. I'm not always in a rush when I'm doing basic transactions, so I will edit my gas fee and bring it down to low. And it just saves me some money on the back end. It normally costs about $1.20, $1.30, somewhere around there if gas is at normal prices. If it's a little high, sometimes $2, $3. On average, when you drop it down to low, you spend like 40, 60 cents to make a claim. So now you'll see here on the back end, the transaction is actually processing. And once it finishes, it's gonna actually claim out the pizza that we have here in storage. And it'll allow my chefs down here to go back to work and start baking pizza. So now you see that the pizza's actually been claimed. So the chefs are back cooking. But if you'll notice here, it says pizza per minute, 7.547. I do have 7 chefs, and right now we're earning about 13 pizza a minute. But because my facility has been running for about 3 or 4 days, it's fatigued to about 46.10%. What that means is my chefs have got tired and they're not working at their full potential. So what you'll have to do to fix that is take an espresso shot. I don't have any soda right now, so you'll see here when I try to click it to reset the fatigue, it doesn't allow me because I have an insufficient balance. So what we're gonna do to get some soda, I'm already staked into the soda fountain, but one of the other functions of the game is the soda fountain. So I'm actually gonna go and stake some more pizza in AVAC in the soda fountain to up my daily soda reward and also claim what's in there now. So as you see here, we'll go ahead and show you that metric as well and show you how that works. All right, real quick. So what I did some basic math here because I also want to mint a chef. I want to show you how you would mint a chef, and I want to increase the number of chefs that I have. So I took half of the balance that I had, I halved it again, and because you have to have an equal soda to AVAC ratio when you're inserting these LP tokens, that gave me the number that I needed. So I did that basic math, I've inserted that amount. Well, I actually need some pizza, so I'm gonna show you how you can turn pizza to AVAC, because I need some more AVAC token. So I have currently 27,800 pizza, so I'm gonna turn 6950, which that's the half of the amount I was just discussing that we're gonna insert in with actual another 6950 in pizza. And that's what you stake in the soda fountain. And when you do so, you start to earn soda on a daily based on how much you input. So we'll finish this transaction out. I'll kind of let you see how the screen goes. We'll finish it, I'll let it confirm, and then once it comes back, we'll stick that into the fountain, get us some soda out. Once we get our soda, then we'll take our espresso shot. After we take our espresso shot, we'll go through the rest of the matrix of the game. I'll explain to you as we go through it and give you my thoughts.
All right, so welcome back. I did get my LP tokens. I'm going to show you how now those same LP tokens that we got, we're going to stake those back into the soda fountain. And with that, it's going to also claim the 8 soda that I've made. I'll then reset my fatigue, and we'll kind of go over some other metrics here. So we're in the pizzeria right now. We're going to go over here to where it says staking. And when you click that, this now takes you to this page where we have our pizza bank. You can stake pizza when you have just pizza, or you cook it up, or if you buy pizza, you can actually stake your pizza into the pizza bank and it'll pay your APR right at 400%. Same thing with the soda. As you make soda, if you're not using it to go up the skill tree or to use Espresso Shot, you can also stake in the soda bank and it'll earn some wrapped AVACs for you on both of those banks while last that is in the roadmap. I believe it'll be coming out. I don't know exactly when, but then we also have the freezer. So as you saw earlier, when I was claiming pizza, 10% of it got burnt to the freezer. So the 10% that got burnt is split between the total balance that's in the freezer and the owners that have staked their pizza. So it's been a couple of weeks, but I actually started out with 20,000 pizza in here. And so I've made a little over 11,000 pizza just by having the pizza in the freezer and other players in the game in the community coming in and claiming their pizza, and as it's burnt as a natural tax to the game, we split that. So here in the soda fountain, when you stake those LP tokens that I just showed you earlier how to create, you now start to earn soda daily. Soda does have its value, but let me show you that. So we'll stake, and let me refresh first because my tokens ain't showing. The little 6,000, the little over 6,000 pizza that I put into the pool earlier gave me back right at 27 and some change in LP tokens. So now I'll go here. We'll hit max. It'll max it out, and then we'll hit stake. For the purpose of the video, I'm gonna leave it where it is, and it does help the transaction go a little smoother. It'll charge you a little more, but you just hit confirm. Now that the process in the background is doing its thing, at that rate, it does go a lot quicker. If you drop it down, it takes about 30 seconds. That one actually went through. So I just got the notice on the other screen. So now what's gonna happen as we refresh here, you'll see my balance on soda will go from 0, a little slow refresh. So now you'll see, now going back to the fountain, you'll notice soda earned went down from 8.58 to 0 because it's now here in my wallet inside of the video game. But you'll also know that my daily soda earned has now went up to 2.92 versus the 2.7 that it was before I staked my other LP tokens. So now let's go back into the pizzeria and we're gonna take an espresso shot. Your espresso shot to reset is for the entire pizzeria. So if you notice down here, I've got 7 chefs. Well, I've got 6, but I've got a master chef. So each of the original chefs, they cook 1 pizza a minute. So every 60 seconds, it'll make you 60 pizzas. But if you have a master chef, it'll cook up 3. So now every 60 seconds, you're making about 180 pizza versus the 60. How you get one of these, you can buy it off the open market. I got lucky. Every chef that you see here, I actually minted. And I'll show you how we're gonna mint one. But I said all that to say, I'm earning with my tools and my chefs 14 pizza a minute. So to restore to full capacity, it takes 0.1 of a soda per pizza per minute. So it's gonna cost me 1.4 soda. I now have 8.5, so we're gonna reset the fatigue. Confirm it. get at a couple seconds. We didn't change the feed, so it'll go through here in about 4 or 5 seconds. And then what you'll notice is my fatigue will update from 47% to 0, and then the pizza per minute will update. There you have it, from a little over 7 to now 14 pizza per minute. One other thing that I wanted to do, I've been waiting for this actual video to show you. I actually have a capacity right now of 6,000, and that means with the 14 pizza per minute that I currently earn, that I have to come in and collect about 3 to 4 times a day to not miss out on being able to continue to earn pizza. So with the skill tree, which is another metric that's been put in the game to help burn soda as well, to strengthen the value. The more soda that's burned, of course, the less it's in production, the more valuable it is. So there's a skill tree. And you'll notice here in the skill tree, there's different first level of skills that you can choose, but it takes the corresponding amount of soda. So for me to get my next level, I'm currently a level 1. To get to level 2, I would need to spend 20 soda. So what I want to do is actually claim the rest of my soda from the soda bank so that I can spend the 20 soda to increase my topping station, which will allow me to go from 6,000 pizza to 15,000. It'll probably take it down to where I've got to claim once or twice a day. I'll save on gas, and I won't actually have to interact. It'll give it a more of a passive feel. Plus, it'll allow when I mint the next chef, when we show you that here just in a little bit, that it'll have room, as now we'll have 15 pizza per minute, and it'll be filling up a little faster, and that'll give us more space to work with. So let me show you that. So we're here at the soda bank. We're gonna unstake. I wanna unstake the maximum right now. Then we're gonna click unstake. Same thing as earlier. The gas is in there. We're just gonna hit confirm. And one thing that I would recommend, if you're not in the Discord, you definitely wanna join the Pizza Game Discord. One thing you'll be able to do is you'll at least be able to track gas, if nothing else. But outside of that, you'll be able to be connected to the community via the announcement. Papa Louie, which is the developer, he keeps us all up to date. He'll tell you about, even like now, contests that are running. You'll see about past contests that were ran. This was a raffle when the first Mafia boss came in town. We all paired up as a community to beat him. In doing so, there were 10 lucky winners of different random prizes, from AVAC itself to actually winning a free chef. And this is where you get all of those updates, as well as one of my favorite here is the general chat. This here is like a community chat where we all come together and you ask questions, communicate with your peers. We share victories. They let each other know about when there's hot deals in the market. The 2 pizza cutters I actually got, we got them because there was a gentleman in the group that had yelled out, hey, somebody's letting a pizza cutter go for 1 AVAC. So at that point in time, we jumped on it. So I definitely wanted to show you that. This will allow you to track the gas. Gas is pretty low right now. This is about the average. Sometimes you can catch it around 30, which that equates out at the back end to AVAC. I won't go into detail about that. But so we claimed our soda out of the soda bank. We're gonna also claim some pizza out of the pizza bank, so that way we have enough pizza to mint a chef. We're in the last 1,000 chefs now to be minted. They currently take 40,000 pizza to do so. So we're gonna also claim that. And then once we get the confirmation, the transaction, it'll take about 5-10 seconds. Once that comes through, we'll have that pizza. It takes 40,000 pizza, like I said, to mint a chef. So now we'll be closer to that balance. What I'll do is I'll also show you how to convert some soda back to pizza, because we will need a little more pizza to be able to make the transaction with the chef. So I'll show you that, which is another metric. And then while that's loading up, let's talk about the mafioso. This is where the mafia bosses come in. So there was a mafia concept introduced to the game with the latest update. And what it does is every now and then we get a visit. And when a mafia boss comes into town, there's an additional 50% burn tax that is on top of the 20% that's already there in the pizzeria. So while the mafia boss is here, there's an additional burn, which it does help. And it's another way that they're burning pizza to strengthen and help value to keep rising. but it also allows the community to now come together to work to defeat the boss. All we have to do, there's a set amount of bribes, and as we bribe the boss, once he's fully paid, he's out of here. And he goes, and so does that 50% additional tax. We actually, on April Fool's, right, April 1st, we got attacked by the first mafia boss, Al Cazone. He came through, and as a community, we pulled together, and within a day and some change, it was less than 48 hours, but within a day and about a half, we had him fully bribed. And that was what that list showed you earlier of the individuals who won with the raffle, because the developers, with the additional burnt pizzas, they actually gave back to the community with some chefs and by way of AVAC. So now you'll see here, moving along, I got 34,419 pizza. We got 24.34 soda. One of the skill tree upgrades that I wanted to do was the capacity. So I thought this was a great time to shoot and record a video. I've never done it, so bear with me. It's nothing that seems hard, but you may see a mistake made here. I know the first level needs 20, so we're gonna deposit that. Awesome. So we're going to allow that to go through. And while that goes through, once we get the confirmation on that, we're going to fresh it up. Oh, you'll see here it already refreshed. So I have one skill point now available. My next upgrade is going to cost me now 28 soda. So if I want to unlock anything else in addition to the topping station that we're about to unlock, I would now have to go back in, deposit another 28 soda, which are then going to be burned. And that would allow me to do my second upgrade. So we're going to go ahead and unlock the topping station. Let that go through. And while that confirmation goes through, you'll see here and you'll notice, boom, there it went. I went from 6,000 to 15. So now what that did is, of course, we put more soda back in. We burnt up some soda, strengthened the soda itself, but it gives us more capacity. It helps give the game a more passive feel, but it also gives you an advantage now where you're not spending as much money on gas, to where now you can reinvest back into the game. And you can also sleep longer through the night side of the game, so you don't have to claim and worry about missing out on allowing your chefs to cook pizza. And then throughout the day, when you're just going throughout your life, you're not having to claim. So now you can claim when gas is low, but we got that out the way. I got 4 soda left. So now let me show you how you can convert soda back. So I'm on a desktop, and you will need a MetaMask wallet. There's many videos showing you how to create a MetaMask wallet, so I won't do that here. But once you do all of that, get it set up, once you click right on the soda on the screen or the pizza on the screen, it'll take you exactly right to the page that you need to go through. Sometimes you will have to refresh it. Trader Joe, just like any other website, it has its hiccups. But here in the middle, so if you'll notice when we first got here, it's on pizza to soda. So if I was to make this transaction, I would be swapping out some of my pizza for soda. But what we need to do is actually swap some soda out for pizza. So if you click this button right here in the middle on Trader Joe, it'll allow you to do so. Now we're swapping soda for pizza. And the reason we're doing this, because we need at least 40,000 to mint a chef. So we're going to real quick do some basic math. We got 40,000 minus 34,419. So I need 5,581 pizza. So what I'll do is I'll put in here 5,581 and see exactly how much soda is going to be needed to swap into that amount of pizza. Boom. So I'm going to have to swap 1.988 soda to get 5,581 in pizza. So we'll make that swap, confirm swap, and then we'll pay, confirm the gas and everything over here on the side. Again, if we're not making the video and we have 30 seconds to a minute to spare, you can edit down the gas fee and save yourself like 60 cents, in some cases, maybe even $1. But for video's sake, we're just gonna go ahead and confirm this. Give that about 5 or 10 seconds to update, and that'll then update our pizza balance. It'll take us from the 34,000 we currently have to a little over 40,000. And now we'll take that 40,000, go back into the pizzeria, and I'll show you how to mint a chef. So now if you're brand new to the game, it'll automatically take you here. If you're not, you can just click on the little pizza logo. It brings you back to this website. There's only, at the time of shooting this video, a little over 303 chefs left to be minted. So we're gonna go ahead and mint one. So what you'll do, you'll come in here after you have 40,000 worth of pizza. You'll change the quality to 1 or whatever it is that you're minting. You're gonna hit mint here. Also, again, confirm it out the gas. Drum roll. Now that the confirmation is pending, as soon as that goes through, we'll go check in our wallet. We'll have our new chef. I'll show you how to stake the chef. I have no reason to show you how to unstake, but I will show you that, because if you do want to take out of the game, there is another tax of 2,000 pizza that you will pay in addition to remove it out. Because remember, with the espresso shot that I showed you earlier, there's now no need to have to take it out. You can just actually continue to go. So you'll see here, these are the 6 that I had coming into the video. We already had 5 original chefs with a master and 2 pizza pills. But if you now come here to unstake, you'll notice we got another guy in here ready to go cook up some pizza. We got our skill tree active. So you click and you're going to push stake. Again, we'll confirm everything out over here on the side with the gas as we have normally, and I don't have enough funds. So I got to convert some pizza back over for some gas. Give me a minute and I'll be right back with you. All right, so offline, I cashed out the rest of my soda for pizza. Then I took the pizza and cashed it in for AVAC. It was about $10 worth. So that way now I got some gas. If you'll pay attention here, while we've been here, via the 14 pizza per minute that we are currently cooking at, it has actually staked my other chef. The first transaction that I confirmed was the finishing of me staking the chef. So it increased our intake to 15 pizza a minute because we got our extra 1 pizza a minute when our newly minted chef went in there. So we have that, but you'll notice how the capacity is starting to fill back up. Out of my 15,000, we're at 6.7%. We got a little over 1,000 pizza cooked up, and you'll see now how the fatigue is going up. To max out your fatigue, it would take 6 days, 6 hours, and 29 minutes. There is different mathematic calculations and tools that have been dropped in the Discord that tell you around about when you should reset, when you should use an espresso, or however you decide to. If you want to go the more expensive route, you can unstake each chef. If you were to select them all and you went to unstake, you would notice here there is an additional tax of 2,000 pizza per chef that you unstake. And if you have tools with them, you'll also need to unstake those. But once you have your 14,000 pizza, you'll burn that, and then you'll pay your gas. That'll allow you to unstake your chef. It will need to rest if it's not a master chef for 6 hours to fully be rested. If you maxed him out or used it more than, I believe, over 50%, it's even more. So one thing that I would recommend, if you're a newbie and you're asking if it's still a great time to invest, it is, but you definitely want to do your own research, because I am not an accountant. I'm not a financial advisor. I am just simply a serial entrepreneur who has been led via doing my own research to a P2E game, play to earn. And after doing my own research, I thought that it was a great investment to make. So I made that particular investment, and I am now just showing you my journey and how I go about playing the game. By no means is this financial advice, so don't take it that way. Now that I got that out the way, let's get back into it. So here, white page is what I would definitely recommend first, is going through the white page. There has been some updates, so some of this stuff is outdated, but I don't want to make the video too long, but it'll show you kind of where we came from and where we're going, and you'll be able to actually see where we've already gone via the vision of the creator. And then you want to come here to documents. This is the latest up to date. So this will tell you, like I was earlier, about the Mafia Boss updates. You know where to find it, but this will give you more of the backspill behind it, what the Mafia does, how we beat the Mafia, and what this all is about. So you'll see the update there on the Mafia side. You definitely want to familiarize yourself. And if you do have a Twitter, I also stay plugged in via following the Twitter account. And I would recommend you do the same thing. So now let's go back to the pizzeria itself. So let's talk about a few other metrics of the game. I've showed you the chefs, their stuff. I showed you the pizza cutters. One thing I want to go back to real quick is I want to show you the skill tree, talk about some of the other upgrades, and then I want to show you some of the tools and why you would actually need to upgrade the skill tree. So here, this is precise oven. It cooks, so it reduces your burn when you're claiming. So the 10% will drop down from 10 to 7 if you were to spin or use a level to upgrade this. There's 3 or 4 different levels you can go up, and that'll allow you to go all the way to, I believe, a maximum of 8%, to where when you're claiming, all they will take as a tax or a burn is 2%. You can do that on the oven. You get to do that down on the freezer. You even can cut back on your delivery time with the freezer. So now you can reduce that by 4%, all the way up to 9% by spending 2 of your skill points on the pizza delivery. And next, you've got the chef endurance. This will actually kick back your fatigue. So instead of your chefs getting tired as fast, if you were to burn skill points using the soda and go up the chef endurance ladder, you can burn all the way from 8% on one. The second one is another 7% for a total of 15, all the way to the maximum of 50%. So you can, with all 5 levels, go all the way up to 50%, which it'll slow your chef fatigue level down by half. Then you can go to the master conspiracy, where this is now if you've got 2 or more master chefs, it'll increase by 3% your entire pizzeria. Also, if you invest the second skill point, you now get an additional, or up to now 7% for the pizzeria if you have 5 or more master chef stay. So there's a different strategy. You kind of got to cook up your own strategy and set goals for yourself. I know me personally right now, I got a goal set to get to 100 pizza per minute, and use that as a metric to getting pizza into the game, where I can reinvest it through the freezer, burning some, swapping some to soda, going up the soda chain, and just following kind of the formula that I put together. The next one, and the one that I believe that I'll probably go after next, because we're almost out of chefs. I do plan on minting a few more throughout the coming week, but pizza chain. So you can actually go from the first level of only having 10 chefs to 15. Once you burn and use a skill point here through the soda fountain tree or the skill tree, you're able to go from only 10 chefs to now where you can stake up to 15 chefs, which of course, if it's not a master, that's increasing from 10 pizza per minute to 15 pizza per minute in the actual kitchen, because all you can hold if you don't is 10 chefs. And you can actually go all the way up to, I believe, you get a chef's army, to where it's unlimited. You can literally stake as many chefs as you have cleaned up in the secondary market or the mint market itself, if you're able to watch and get in before we mint out. And then you just saw me use it earlier, but the topping station, that'll increase your capacity. The first level 6, we're now at 15. If you burn another skill point, you go up to 50. The next one's 100,000. Then next you got 300,000. And then finally you have currently 500,000, which is the maximum. But who knows, maybe with further development, it'll go up even higher. Then you have the reduce of that mafia tax here as well. You can burn soda points and reduce your 50% tax down 3%. If you were to go up the skill level all the way through the maximum, it'll take it from 50% down to 40%. Now let's go back into the pizzeria, and I want to talk to you about some tools. So an additional way you can earn pizza, even if you were to max out your chefs to where you're no longer able to get more, you can give them an enhancement tool. Now they do fatigue at a faster rate, but every chef's best friend is a pizza pail. With the pizza pail, you can actually mint them currently because they're not sold out. At the time of recording, it costs 15,000 pizza and an additional 10 soda. Once you were to have both of those, you would click buy, supply how many you want, and you're able to actually now mint a pizza pill. Stake that with your chefs, and you're now actually able to get 2 pizza per minute, 1 off of the chef, 1 off the pizza wheel. You'll notice here that I have a cutter. They're currently already sold out. The only way to get them is off the secondary market from the holders of the NFT that minted it. You buy it at whatever they're willing to sell, if they're willing to sell. but they give you 3 pizza per minute for each chef that is holding it. So if you have a regular chef holding a cutter, you're now getting a total of 4 pizza per minute. Then you also have the pizza box down here. The pizza box is another tool. It does require that you have that secondary skill level that we talked about in the pizza tree just earlier. So that comes from, give me a minute, I'll find it for you, pizza training. So this allows you to stake tools from tier 3 to 5 if you use the first level in the pizza training. So that'll allow you to now grab this box you have here. The box is a second tier level tool. It does 5 pizza a minute. There's still some available, so you can mint them. It costs 50,000 pizza, additional 40,000 soda. And with that, you can add that to your chef. And if you have a regular chef with a pizza box, that now takes that pizza per minute count to 6. You can't just do a box itself or a peel or a cutter. You do have to first have the chef. So I do want to make sure to make an emphasis on that. But then also with the upgrade after the Mafia came through, we also got the pizza dough mixer. They're flying 800 plus minted since the release. It's 65,000 pizza and 45 additional soda. You have to have those to get a pizza dough mixer, and you can add that with a chef. That gives you 7 pizza per minute, which each dough mixer. Attaching that with a regular chef, that's 9 pizza per minute. You attach that with a master chef, that's 10 pizza per minute. You add that to your overall pizzeria. You're cooking up some pizza. You've got the value of pizza right now of current recording. It's at about 0.0158. Soda is at 4.46 a soda. And let's see, we covered the shop, we covered the tools, we covered the chefs, we covered the staking, the unstaking. When you were resting, as I talked about earlier, they will go here after their 6 hours are up. They'll either stay there or transfer back to unstake. From there, you can actually go to a third-party NFT raid, and that will allow you to, if you want, buy, you can sell. We covered the Espresso Shot. We covered the secondary of staking where you can actually invest pizza in the freezer. The last thing that I would say is,
purchase your tracks today.
Is it too late? I want to make sure I covered everything. Soda, pizza, we covered the documents. You now know how to mint. I wanted to give you a jam-packed video where you get everything at once except the basic. You are going to have to go find out how to get a MetaMask, but it's very easy. And even if not, I'm pretty sure there's many of us in the community that wouldn't mind helping you through that. Join us in the Discord. I'll add a link below in the description, but join us in the Discord. Ask questions. I believe it's actually a perfect time to invest. So at the time of this recording, my brother about 3 days ago joined. So as about now, I have a little over $2,000, I believe, invested in the game, because I do have LP tokens that I've invested cash. I got about $300-400 in LP tokens, and at least half of that came out of pocket because it was in the beginning when I didn't want to just buy soda. The soda was a lot higher, so I was earning it. And then I actually been in from around the original launch. When I first minted a chef, they were 20,000 pizza to mint, but pizza was a little over 3 cents a piece. So it almost cost 4 cents a pizza. So the 20,000 pizza cost me right at about $700. I minted a chef then. We were cooking pizzas per minute that were valued upwards to 8 cents. I've watched it come from 8 cents all the way down to where it is now. And because of the vision behind the developers and the community and the engagement that we really have, I'm real bullish. So I've actually brought my brother into the game. He's actually invested about what I have now in the current. He's making out of the soda fountain, I believe, almost 10 soda a day. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have him take a screenshot and send it to me as I'm editing this, and I'll throw it up in the video so that you can see it. But he just invested less than a week ago. So I'm really still bullish. I've been telling all my family and friends, it's a go. Again, this isn't financial advice. Do your own research. And always, it's not gambling, but only invest what you're willing to lose. I think not only will pizza go back up to a value above maybe a cent or two, but I do believe soda will go back up in value. I believe AVAC itself, the coin and the network that the pizza game is on, will continue to rise in value as the war ends and all of that's kind of getting past us. So I'm very bullish on it. And I think if you're looking for something like this, or if you've got an investment portfolio that you're looking to diverse, definitely highly do your research and consider joining us here. Other than that, if you got any comments, drop them below, drop your thoughts below, and join us on this journey. Come in the Discord and chat with us. Let us know you're here, and see you on the next one. Peace.
Game sucks, same must come see somebody. Cause I told you that I'ma be somebody. Remember I used to say, this song right here, this song for anybody, somebody. Told you you can't be nobody. Remember I used to say, try out.